Following up on election night, election officials say Alabama has shattered records with voter turnout. Secretary of State John Merrill says more than 2.3 million people participated in this election. He says more than 200,000 people voted than any previous election in the history of the state. Merrill says the state is working to better the election process, which includes long wait times in certain areas.
In those areas where we had backup, where there were 2 hours, 3 hours of wait time, what we need is a more efficient use of the electronic poll book and additional poll books to be introduced to remove that wait time experience.
And Merrill says they'll look into absentee ballots that may not have been received on time. Provisional ballots will also be evaluated this Friday.